astrologer Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here is your weekly forecast for the week of Monday, July 31st to Monday, August 7th. Now this week is kind of an interesting week. I look at the astrology and I'm like, you know what? Not really that much going on, and the stuff that is going on has been building for quite some time, involving a lot of the slower planets that we've kind of been feeling for the last little while, okay? So part of me is like, not much going on, but then I realized, oh, we've got a lunar eclipse, full moon lunar eclipse on next Monday, which is like a huge alignment. It only happens twice a year, okay, bringing up some big endings, some big changes in life, and some big redirections, okay? So even if there's not much going on this week, I feel like we still feel something building, we still feel something coming in some way, or perhaps we even start to feel it a little bit towards the middle of the week, towards the end, where things start to get a little crazy, okay? So something like that is gonna go on. Now for you, what it's gonna have a lot to do with here is gonna be in your 11th house of goals, okay, because that's where the sun is, all right, and it's going to oppose the moon here in your 5th house of happiness. Happy. All right, and so I think what's going on there is that you've really been trying to figure out what makes you happy lately, to do what you love, what you want, to find more joy in your life. Could also be a romantic relationship too, or it could be kids in some way. I think you've been doing a lot of focus on those things, and I think what's going on this week is you got to stop focusing on what makes you happy, on what you enjoy, on whatever's going on there, and you got to focus on where you see your life going, what it is you want in life, on your goals, on your dreams, on your hopes for the future, and you got to move in that direction. You know, I think it's important to do what you love and to do what makes you happy, but I think you've been doing that for a little bit, and now you got to focus on your goals for the future and where life is going, and communities, not a community, but in an organization or a group of people that you can be a part of that can really help you meet and reach some of these goals, okay? So that's what's happening for you. I don't see it being a bad thing though. The reason why I don't see it being a bad thing is because this lunar eclipse is in a very good aspect over here to Jupiter in your 1st house, so I feel like whatever ends when it comes to something that makes you happy or something that you liked or brought you joy in some way is going to open up a lot of new doors for you to reach your goals, to move forward on something that's important to you, to do what it is that you want, reach your future in some way, okay, or even to partner with some groups around town that can help you, okay? I see that going on. It's going to be good. On top of that, we do have Mercury, which just moved into your 12th house of like your insides and of your internal stuff, also making a very pretty aspect to Venus in your 10th house of career. So I see a lot of stuff going on with career also being good, a lot of communication about what you want in career, about the career that you want, about how you can have a career that makes you happy and that brings you peace and makes you comfortable in some way, okay? I see that going on. Now you may have to be a little bit patient about how your career starts to really help you move forward on your goals and to reach some of your goals and to go in that direction, but I think you're starting to get more comfortable with your career, what's going on in your job and your social standing and where you see your life going, and to work towards moving that in the right direction so that you can start to reach some of your goals, okay? So that's going on there. On top of that, we still have Neptune over here in your 6th house of your job in a semi-square with Uranus in your 7th of partnership. So I think you're also still going to have to be a little bit patient, and I've been saying this for a while, when it comes to your job and the people that you partner with, perhaps at work, or the things that you do on a daily basis and the people that you interact with on the day-to-day. I think you're going to have to be patient with that. I think you want to figure that out. You want to work better with people, but I think you're gonna have to wait for some of that to fall into place, you know, in a better way, okay? Not that it can't, just gonna take time. On top of that, Uranus in your 7th of partnerships is also starting to go retrograde this week, so I think you too are starting to want to break free, to want to have relationships that work for you, that are better for you, that really help you move forward in some way. I think there's a lot of new energy coming in there where you really want to move forward and do some of those things as well while all this is going on. That might also be possible for you, okay? I see that going on. On top of that, we do have Pluto in your 4th house of home, family, and stability, making a square with Jupiter in your 1st house. So there may also be some things going on with your home life, a lot of changes in home life, a lot of things feeling a little bit uncomfortable, maybe not feeling solid and secure in life as you want to be, having to make some changes in something very core to your being that you're also going to have to figure out at this eclipse and maybe a little bit later on how to integrate into your life, into your identity, make sense of some of these changes going on at home so that you can have more stability that you want and be more comfortable with yourself. So I see a lot of that going on. I don't think it's going to be hard for you, Libra, because this full moon is in a sextile with your sun in, you know, in your 1st house with where Jupiter is. I think it's going to open up a lot of doors for you to move in a better direction for you in some way. I think it's going to be good, and I think you got a lot of good stuff going on here. Now your card for the day is, or for the week, is the Queen of Pentacles reversed. What this indicates to me, maybe you feel like your life isn't in order everything's not in order. Your home life isn't in order, your career isn't in order, things like that. Things are just all over the place this week, and they may be, but I think the message here is to try to figure out what you can do to bring more of it in order, and to pay attention especially to what's going on inside you and what's out of alignment inside. And I think once you figure out what's making you uncomfortable in some way, especially with Mercury in your 12th, it's going to be a lot easier for you to build more of that security into your life, to feel more comfortable in the life that you have, and do some of those things that you really want. Okay, so I think that's the message for you this week. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on Facebook, please like it on YouTube, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.